Stephanie Robesky never imagined she'd be living in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I was thinking about leaving the Bay Area where I was living in San Francisco. And so I was searching around for, different locations. What's the cost of living like? What is the quality of life like in different cities? An article for Tulsa Remote popped up in my news feed. And I thought, that's super interesting, $10,000 to move somewhere.
That's right. A program called Tulsa Remote is offering a $10,000 grant to eligible remote workers to move to and work in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It is not someplace that I had ever visited. And so, I went on Google Maps and took a look at it and said, okay, that's right in smack dab in the center of the United States. And so I went and did the application online, and it all worked out, and here I am.
Program participants are paid $10,000 over the course of a year, along with other benefits, like help with housing and free co-working space.
Hello, how are you?
Since its inception in 2018, the Tulsa Remote program has accepted just over 300 members, with the goal of integrating its participants into the community. It expanded the program during the pandemic to take advantage of people reconsidering where they live.
Tulsa Remote is an incredibly unique program because we put the individual and their families first. And we believe that building out that community is the core of the program and the core of our retention goal.
And retention is key for the city. About 95% of participants have ended up staying in Tulsa beyond the life of the program. These kinds of programs may make sense for regions that have struggled to attract new residents, especially now, with more companies allowing remote work, says Richard Florida, a professor at the University of Toronto and consultant to the George Kaiser Family Foundation, which funds the program.
For all of human history, cities have been dependent on their local companies and local jobs. When you attract remote workers, you diversified your labor force. From a city point of view, you get 10, 20% of your workforce that's remote workers. It gives you a different kind of resiliency and the ability to weather bad things.
The arrival of COVID has forced businesses and cities to adapt.
Going way back to the Industrial Revolution, cities and towns were changed dramatically with advances in technology. What Tulsa is doing is that same game plan over again with today's technology shift of working from home, working remotely.
Since moving to Tulsa in 2019, Stephanie Robesky has made friends, owns a house, and has a boyfriend.
I thought, we'll take the money, I'll move there, I'll try it out. But I never anticipated that I would fall this deeply in love with this town. I think I'm staying. Yeah.
Experts predict that as the pandemic continues, more people like Robesky will rethink where they want to live. Julie Tabo, VOA News.